Okay guys, we're headed to Stuart's place. He's a bowling buddy that bowls with Greg, and he built his own steel building, and that's what we want to do. So he's going to show us what he did and give us some tips and advice and everything else. So come and watch. All right. See, this is a neat overhang. There you go. Huge door.
That's a 12 by 12 door and a 10 foot by 10.
Okay. And the building is 30 by 50?
And what size are we planning to do ours?
40 by 60.
Okay, a little bigger.
So it'll be 10 feet wider and
20
feet longer.
That's the edge of that concrete is 10 foot wider.
Okay.
That'll give you an idea that
Okay.
you need that much more.
Oh, okay.
And then 10 foot that way.
Yeah.
Donna wanted me to make it bigger. I just don't need that big.
Wow.
The price escalated by 10 foot.
Oh, your foundation alone.
It's a huge slab.
Yeah.
Because I have 10 foot that way and 12 foot that way. And then all of this in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that too, yeah.
All this is white right here.
Mm-hmm.
And how long ago did you start this project? Because I know concrete now is going for about $8 a square foot.
We finished in October
Okay. Okay.
to this point. We started in June,
That's not bad.
and I just slowly did all the work myself. The concrete, the dirt work I had done, that was $7,600 just for the dirt work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see it's raised up on this end. Now I wanted it up so that water wouldn't flow into it.
Sure.
See where he literally came down. You can see the little ridge right here. It was all up that high. He came down and then had to add it over there. Brought in 27 loads of dirt.
Wow.
Wow, that was expense right there. Yeah.
So this was a kit?
$2,500 for the blow-in
Yeah.
on the insulation.
This is a kit.
It's a bolt.
It's not really a
together
kit. They did. Their architects designed it where they wanted it, and then they put it together.
Okay.
It's not where you go and say, "I want this," and they have all the pieces there.
See how the I-beams are bolted together?
Yeah.
See,
Wow.
the building that we've got picked out is 31,300. And
All red iron like this.
yeah,
Which
and it's bolted together. It's a QE building.
that's a pretty good price.
Yeah, well, I got lucky to find it, but it turns out that they produce almost 50% of all the steel buildings in the United States, but they produce it for other companies, and then they resell it. So it's going directly to the manufacturers, it's going to aftermarket. So I'm saving quite a bit of money going that way. The problem with it is that they don't do a lot of customization. They have, in the 40 by 60 size, they have like 6 different setups where you have 2 doors on one side, one door on, and then they have one where one door is on the end and one door is on the side. And so you have to fit what you want to do into the scheme that they have already. But we found one that looks like it'll work, which we'll have a 14 by 14 sliding door, or rolling door, a 10 by 10 rolling door on
So
this
that's
side.
10 by 10
That's
there?
10 by 10.
And then we'll
12 by
have
12 there.
and then we'll have the house on the other
14
side with the
huge.
front and back door. And I'm gonna put anything what I'm saying now. Doors like we had upstairs. We would
14
call
by
it.
14 is huge.
I know.
What's your size?
It's gonna be, well, the eaves are gonna be 14 feet. And it's
These
gonna
are
be-
14. Yeah. They couldn't put us.
They can't do it.
No, it's gonna be a 14 by 14.
But this roller.
They wouldn't design it. They said it wouldn't work.
Well, but ours is gonna be 10 feet wider, so your center is gonna be higher.
Okay. Yeah.
But
That's true.
Yeah.
But the reason we did that was we thought, well, our RV, we can pull our RV into it if it's that high. But now looking at it, I may end up, because they've got a 12 by 12 option also, which would be cheaper. I may go with that because
We still
the
have,
house takes up 30 feet.
our
We only
RV's
have
11.8. We'll have 2 inches.
Yeah, but the RV's 36 feet long.
Yeah.
It won't fit inside the building if half the building
Well,
is the house.
this
Yeah.
is designed, I did a lot of research on it. 90% of the RVs and trailers will come through the store.
Uh-huh.
There's only a few of them, gooseneck trailers that you need a 14 foot, and
Yeah.
a few of the large motorhomes that have high roofs.
Yeah. Wow.
So how did when you got your plans? Did they give you a real set of plans for it? Because what they're giving me.
How did I have it down here?
So how did you determine exactly where to set your footings or your corner posts?
Well, I work with the. Mine are all in the architectural diagrams. It shows you exactly where everything's supposed to be, and then it gives you the footprint on the architect to actually make a template from, if you want to, which is what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So the templates you could attach to the forms on the corners, and have your J-bolts actually already attached to. It's like a board.
Oh, that's
Coming
great.
out, you just drilled holes where you wanted them, attached the J-bolts, set it onto the corner, and then they pour the concrete underneath your deal.
Oh, okay.
Except he screwed it up.
Oh, yeah, you were saying something about
So
that.
what happened,
I want to see.
if he put my J-bolts too far to one side,
Oh, I see.
I had to make a piece and weld onto it and cut new holes
Wow.
on all corners except the middles. And I had him built for this a little bit higher to match the grade over here, because I said, well, it's got to be, this has got to be at the same height right there.
Right.
So he
Yeah.
had a little platform on each one of them. He didn't want to do that.
But you almost had to get your beams to go, right?
Otherwise, it'd be,
Yeah.
I'd have to shim it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have
Makes
matched
sense.
up.
Right.
The flat parts wouldn't have matched up.
So now, did you have any problems with bolting it together and getting them to fit properly?
I'm like anal about that. Really anal. The only thing is, I think these might be off just a little bit, the platforms, and I had to shim one of them with washers just a little bit. It wasn't much.
So let me
You
go.
can't even see it.
That's my biggest concern with,
Yeah, you can see that one on the bottom bolt for the washer in it.
yeah, okay. Yeah, with,
Oh, yeah, I see.
I've worked with wood most of my life. But, when it comes to steel, you can't just, this one's a little wrong, let's just cut this side off.
And then
I see.
these are called purlins.
Yep.
They go across, and where they cross over, they overlap by about 3 feet.
Okay.
And then you'll see
See the bolts?
bolts out here and on each end. That's the overlap.
Okay.
Some of those holes didn't line up exactly, so I had to take a torch and just punch them out, which I mean, it's a matter of seconds. If you have a torch.
Yeah.
If you don't have a torch, it's
Well,
a different
we've got-
story.
Portable torches.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, there'll be four.
Okay, so turn them sideways, put them together so they're just sitting on the ground like that,
Uh-huh.
and then use that man lift I was talking about.
Yeah.
Come under, it's like a little forklift.
Yeah,
A
I've-
roll around forklift with a winch on it.
Yeah, I looked
You can
at
get them
them.
powered too.
Yeah.
And then you just put it right in the center, fasten it down with like
Straps.
crank straps,
Mm-hmm.
so it's tight on that, and then you just raise it up real slow, turn,
Okay.
get it. You already have your post in place, and you got them kind of loose,
Mm-hmm.
and you put it over in its place, and then you get up there on your scaffold and fasten them down. And
Okay.
you can move them like this a little bit.
Okay.
I would definitely, that size, I did these myself, with
Yeah.
nobody helping. But that big, I probably would have another person with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the girts, once you get all your your 4 trusses put up and your posts are all in place. You don't fasten anything down really tight except the trusses. Don't fasten down you can get them somewhat tight, but then when you get ready to put your girts in, you want to kind of loosen it up and go around. And I would start at the bottom and go up. Don't. The tendency is to want to put the ones at the top to build the top frame.
Right.
But then you might have a little trouble getting in the ones at the bottoms. So you start down and work your way up. That way your top can flex in and out.
That's true.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And you can use that same man lift to lift up all of your purlins. Purlins, I took them, got them up, and with two people, I did it with one, but you can go through, turn at an angle, turn around and set them in place. And just let it sit there until you bolt them down.
Okay.
Okay.
So this was harder than the first one I built because the first one I could manhandle a lot. It was 24 by 30. So this is just a larger scale, and yours will even be a larger scale.
And then the spray foam, did you do that yourself too?
No, Biomax in town did that.
Uh-huh.
Since it was completely empty at the time, and the guy came out and said, we'll do it for $2,400 for you. Normally it would have been a lot higher. He says, because it was an easy job for him.
Yeah.
You just did 1 inch, looks like.
It's 1 inch of closed cell.
Yeah, closed cell.
And then out here, I bought them and I was gonna put in box vents. You've seen them.
Yeah.
Right there on the right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They would have gone up on the ridge.
Uh-huh.
And in the end, I didn't want to do it. I kept thinking about it, and I said, I think I just want to close it off completely. And so I went down to Sawyer Metal and had a ridge caps made. They're 5 foot long, actually 10 foot long. They had 5 of them. And laid them across the top, basically closed it off so that when he blew the foam up there, he could go up in that and just seal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what John did also. Same thing.
So
And I asked him, I said, John, are you sure you're not going to have a lot of ventilation? He said, well, I don't think it's going to be a problem here.
That's a nice building, y'all.
Yeah. And
I mean, and it's easy. They say it's a lot easier to add on when you have the bolt instead of the welded. If you
We've heard
want
that from a lot of companies.
add on to what?
If you want to extend the house or the building later, or even widen it, whatever you want to do to it, they say it's a lot easier to do with the bolt together than it is with the weld together.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess. Either one sounds like it'd be the same to me.
So he did it himself, and I'm starting to get my strength back in my hand and everything. I'm not supposed to be lifting much because of my hips, but I think Greg and I can do this, most of it. Maybe. The heavy stuff, have guy help. That's pretty cool. And ours would be like that, all the way out to there. That's pretty big, y'all. But we'd be living in half of it. Pretty good.
So when you do your bottom, all of my foundation has a 1 inch lip.
Okay.
All the way around, so that your metal comes down, goes over that ridge. You can see it right here. This is the bottom of the panels right here, right where you see right there.
Okay.
So they're coming down to about 3/4 to 7/8 inch down, so that water that blows in on the side would have to go in and up and over.
Okay.
And that makes sense. That's a good idea.
You don't get the water coming in. And then all the way around, you have to fasten down the angle iron all the way around for your panel to screw to at the bottom. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then I took mine and wherever they butt up against each other, where you run into another piece, and I welded mine so they couldn't flex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We kept running into, when we were drilling down, we're using the hammer in anchors,
Mm-hmm.
and we would run into where we drill down and hit rebar.
Oh.
I don't know why we hit so much of it, but you'd be drilling down just fine, and so I had different lengths of anchors.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are about an inch, and then I had to have some half-inch ones that don't grip as. It doesn't really matter. You just don't. Once you get enough on it, you just don't want it to be moved this way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's 14 foot. That's as tall as ours would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
I got hit in the eye with it.
You're proud, aren't
All
you?
the
You're
eggs will be in
proud.
this hutch over here, and open up the end of it. And
Oh yeah?
they lay pretty good right now.
That's good. That's funny.
I usually go
Can't
in
wait.
and I fend off Elvis and let Donna get the eggs.
Here you go. That's funny. Yeah, I want to get my own chicken. Hey guys, well Stuart was awesome. His building is awesome. His property is beautiful. And he's got chickens and cattle and dogs and cats. And it's just beautiful. Now this building is something that I think Greg and I can probably handle with some help probably, but we could probably do ourselves, and he was very informative. So you guys leave us some comments and your ideas if you would, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fit your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.